What's going on?
Happy Friday
to y'all.
Facebook is killing us right now.
Killing us today.
So if you want to make sure you hit a react button or something.
Yeah,
I see you guys are commenting. That's great.
Thank you so much. Hi, by the way. Welcome to Liberty Late Night. I'm Mary.
I'm Dave.
This is Dave. Yeah, we're going to say hi to everybody first. Hello, Alan Mosley is up there.
Yes,
I see him on Twitch.
He was first on Twitch. He was also first on YouTube. Like
hi, Lyle.
Oh, Lyle's
Sorry,
here?
I'm tapping your hand for the buttons.
Hey, Lyle.
Hey, Lyle. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Hello.
Mike!
That one never gets old. I just love her. She's so crazy. That lady is crazy. I'm getting run over. Carl.
I've been murdered.
Carl. Yeah, she was murdered.
I know you've done something.
Ah, yes. Jamie, hello. How are you? Also, Ryan is here. You know, though, we're talking about Ryan.
Oh, but he's on a different page.
What are we talking about?
Yes. Hey, Craig. Happy Friday. You're over there on
Hey,
YouTube.
Craig. What's going on?
Very nice to see you. Hey, Joel. How are you and Shenandoah doing? And the baby. Yeah. Dunmar, what's going on? Hi. Hi,
Hey,
Matt
Dunmar's
Lacey.
here.
Hello. Hi, Christina. What's up? We got to say hi to Float folks over here. We got Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Dan's a fantastic man.
Dan's been hanging out. This is
He really
awesome. I'm
is.
super
Yeah, it's good to see him.
excited. Yeah. Hey,
You got Slider.
Slither.
Lord Emperor Slytherin, sir. Take a seat,
And Kirk. Kirk is trying to sober up for the guests.
That's nice of him.
Thank you.
Captain Kirk.
Copyright strike. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of those. I think that's probably why Facebook hates us right now. I'm going to turn down our mics a little. I think they're too hot.
Okay. Yeah, I think Facebook really hates us. They're like, oh, you're just going to play whatever you want to play? Then we'll show you. It's like, whatever.
Take that down just a little
Whatever. Yeah.
bit. That's better.
Oh, no, Joel. I'm so sorry. We'll be praying for her. That's...
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's no good. Yeah.
Did I get everybody?
We'll be saying some prayers for her for sure and the whole family. Well, Craig Leach just waltzed in here first.
Another Craig?
So he
Hey,
gets
Craig.
to...
What's going on?
Oh, Gary's
Gary,
last.
what are you doing here? You're causing a scene!
Oh, I noticed your slight name change there.
Of
Yes.
Atlas.
Yes. Yep. And is it back to Lord now? Because wasn't it something else for a little while? And then Slither.
Hey, Studio's here.
Yes.
What's
Hi,
up, Studio?
Studio. What's up? Hey, Jeffrey. How are you? Hanging out with you peeps. Can't stick around, but have a good stream.
Another Craig.
Thanks
The
for
Craig.
Well,
Craig,
you know, that was
don't be
Craig
an
Leach
asshole.
that you just, yeah. Oh, okay, there you go. Thanks for popping in, Jeffrey. Have a good evening.
It's not
Thank
very
you.
good. Modern doctors.
Ryan Rice again. Hi.
Hey, Ryan!
It's really nice to see you, Ryan. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh, I meant you. Kirk. He meant us sobering
Oh,
up
cool.
for the
Thanks,
stream.
T. Marie.
Oh, hey, thank you, T. Marie. Super appreciate that.
So we got
Might be
Radio
enough, but I wanna say hi. I appreciate that,
84's
Ryan.
new
I hope you are having a
24/7
wonderful week before
Flowcaster.
Christmas. Yeah, I'm excited about our guest tonight. Natalie Bruno is her name, and she's running for governor of Oklahoma as Libertarian.
Yes.
And I hope Jacob isn't working. That
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he'll pop in.
Yeah, pop in and say hi, because he's the one who connected us with her to have the little chit chat today. You know. But first, I really, before we do any wheel spinning, because we have a few minutes before the wheel spinning and we got to say hi to people, you'll just have to tag him, Craig. You're going to have to. I want to talk real quick about the money bomb that's going on. Are you looking
is
for something in
the
particular?
group?
Yes, the group. Is it a group or is it? Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it's
it's a
a
new
group,
separate
not
group,
a
yeah.
page. Okay, but wheelchair vans for Liberty Meme fans. And
They've been around like less than a week. They've already raised $17,000.
Yes. Yeah. Well, wait, was that group? Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
no,
think
now, but was that group? What was that group part of Tom's wheelchair van from like last week or the week before?
I think so. I think he's playing it.
But this is a fourth van that Liberty Memes
Ooh.
fans have been,
Drinking.
rallying to help people who are in need for. So there's a live money bomb going on right now. Tom was number 3. Okay. And Lars is number 4. And as soon as Dave's done pouring his beer, I'm going to have him pull up a picture. And then I'm just going to just let everyone who doesn't know,
Sorry, I interrupted.
what's going on. That's fine.
All right,
Tom
go
got his
ahead and
van
talk about
today.
Lars.
Oh, that's right. I didn't get to see the video. Lars was number 4. Okay.
Lars is
Lars
$4.
is- Lars
I
is
mean
four.
$4. Number. All right, here's Lars.
All right, so here's Lars. Okay, guys. So he's fundraising for a mobility van. And he says, I had a happy, active childhood riding my bike and skateboarding. I was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy at age 19. It's a progressive disease with no cure. It affected certain muscles in my legs and shoulders, and it affected my heart. At 25, I had a heart transplant. I'm 34 and unfortunately am now wheelchair bound. Although I can still drive, I am not able to get my wheelchair in and out of the car without help. I would really like to get a wheelchair accessible van so I can take my dog to the outdoors, go to medical appointments, or meet friends for lunch or a walk without needing help. If I could get a camper, I would explore the outdoors more or even go camping, which has been a dream of mine for years as well. So he says, please help me maintain my independence and dreams of travel. I appreciate any amount you can give. And Dave, we got the link up there. Hey, Dadman's here.
Dadman popped it
Hi.
in, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So if you guys have anything extra that you can, toss towards Lars and Chewy, that's the dog right there. They want to be able to go do things. Imagine having your whole childhood that you were up and running
I just
and moving
wanted
and
to
active.
remind you guys to
and
tell them
then-
about the Liberty Memes $5 charity club. Sorry.
It's okay.
You were just talking about that. I'll go.
But I kind of lost my train of thought, but whatever. Anyway, this is Lars and this is Chewy. So, but imagine, you're growing up your whole childhood, you're running around, then you get this diagnosis, and then it's slowly, he's wheelchair bound now. So, and I think he lives in a place where there's a lot of beautiful nature areas that he could go. But it's not like he can,
Go.
Yeah, he can't just go, and he has to be very dependent on other people to help him to be able to do these things. And with a van, he'd be able to, go and be independent again. So, let's see. Right now, Liberty Memes $5 charity club is wheelchair vans from Liberty Memes fans. Okay.
So I think
from
what
Liberty
happened
Memes fans.
is
Okay.
Facebook messes with your visibility, even in groups and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they're kind of ragging on the $5 charity club. So we made a new club with a whole bunch more interaction.
Yes. Nice studio. Dave is good at distracting Mary. I know, right? I'm very focused, one track mind. If something, I have yet to figure out how to tune this man out. It's only been 20 years. I don't think I'm gonna get the hang of it. So. It's not just a mobility van. It's a libertarian pimp party van. I like that. So if you guys there's a link if David Gay wants to post that one more time. Just so you know, the wheelchair van fund hit $20,000, so $10,000 left to go. If you guys, like I said, have anything extra, you can hit that link and send a little something over to Lars and Chewy. They would really appreciate that.
Is that it? Whoa, that's a big link.
Ooh, that is a big link. Yeah.
Ignore
hey,
that
Keith,
link.
what's
That's
going
not-
on? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know why did it come over like that?
Yeah, let me.
Oh, okay,
probably because
sorry.
it's through Messenger. Ignore that link.
Maybe so. Ignore that link,
Let me see.
Okay, the
There we
biggest
go. This
challenge
one's
is
much
lots of people
better.
don't understand our new wheelchair van project. And we want to have Tom on the show too, and also the video, because I didn't get to see the video yet today. Lyle's creating a van fight club. Very nice.
Mike Harwood's here.
For this month, I
There's
usually
also
have
David.
lots of local causes to support. Okay, hey, Mike Harwood. Hi.
We love David.
You got to play Mike's
Play
button
Mike
too.
again?
Yep. Thanks for the links, guys. Thank you. Mike Harwood does have a van. He has his own. Sexy Ryan is here too. Hey, Sexy Ryan, happy belated 40th birthday, right? Did I miss it?
Ryan!
I think it was, when was it? Was it a couple weeks ago? Or when
Yeah.
was it? I can't remember. I just remember.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah,
He's
hey.
on Twitch.
Mike gives out candy. Oh, in the van. Oh my gosh, with hair. Hey. So we're going to spin some wheels. We just want to make sure that, we do that too.
That makes that go away. Good deal. All right. So every week we
So
spin a
that's
wheel, give away a prize to one of our patrons. Say thank you for supporting us and encouraging us all these
And
years.
if you've already won, we take your name off of the wheel so that everybody has a chance to win, because I'm like that. So,
So everybody wins.
yeah.
So this is the prize we're giving away again this week is one of these little Contigo travel mugs that I love. So we give them away to other people.
Yay. And everybody who gets them seems to like them.
Yeah.
So,
And
Yeah.
colors may vary.
Ryan
depending on
Seifert, hello. Thanks,
All right.
Craig. Get him in here.
what- Go to the wheel.
Yeah. Is the music going to play? Okay, there's the music. While you spin,
Oh,
I'm
wow,
gonna
look
drink a
how
little
bad
bit.
that is.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my gosh is right.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I know why, because I didn't
Does
do
it
this.
come with an LLN sticker? If we could find a way to get those made, at a reasonable price with shipping and everything for everybody, I would love to send out
Evidently, I
those.
didn't test this.
Oh, you didn't test it? Okay. Nope, that's cool. We always have one little technical difficulty or one large technical difficulty. So you have to stick around. So did you need to take Jamie's name off of there?
Didn't I?
No, because it's right there. I see it spinning around. There you go. Right. No, up. Down. Oh, right there. Two of them. There you go.
Thank you.
Yes, and then that needs to be separated too. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to give away 2.
Huh?
Is that right, huh?
I mean,
Is it?
yeah, I think so. I do believe so. Yeah. So everyone has to stick around to find out where the technical difficulty lies. It's like it's like the Where's Waldo, kind of.
All right, so is there
All
anything
right,
else you have to say?
yeah.
So if you actually like what you're watching and you want to support us, you can go over here to patreon.com/Liberty Late Night. A couple bucks, buy us a beer. It'd be awesome. Here we go. Desiree Canterbury.
Desiree! Awesome!
Congratulations.
Congratulations
Get a travel
to
mug
you.
if I can track down your address.
Yeah, well, you
And
can
maybe in
always
a
send it
couple
to
months
us,
when No, I'll find you.
No, we're always a little bit
I'm a
behind. I
man
think
with a
Dave
certain
sends them out
set
in
of
like waves
skills.
of like 4
Or 6.
or 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, so send us your address, Desiree, and then Amazon will send that to you as soon as Dave places the order. Yeah.
All right.
You got holographic stickers for your coffee company, Dan. That's awesome. Oh, movie night. Movie night
We're not
every
doing a movie
Sunday
wheel.
night. We're not doing a wheel this week. Every Sunday night we watch a movie over on Float, which is the chat that you see going on over here. FLOTE.app. And we can hang out and do whatever we want over there, which is awesome. So we watch movies with our friends every Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And since it's still Christmas and we have yet to watch this one, this is a movie for Sunday night. Die Hard.
You're watching Die
Woo!
Hard.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since last Christmas. So, yep. So tune in at 9:30 Eastern for the movie, and there's, you guys can chat on the screen, and we talk to each other back and forth and whatnots, and it's a good time. If you haven't been, then you should. So,
Brokers.
just getting your question in early. Yes, I understand, Mike. So she'll be on around 10 o'clock. So we got to say the things we wanted to say, and
We're used to moving fast now.
yeah,
we have 13 minutes to burn.
Oh, hey, Jobin, we love you too.
Kaye.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since last year and the year before and the year before. It's usually at Christmas time when we watch it, but so I would rather walk around
talk
than
about PT Cruisers.
because Jacob, does he have a PT Cruiser? Is that what it is?
Thank you, studio.
Oh my gosh.
Sold no coffee and given away 100 pounds.
Thank you, studio. Well, thank you, Dan. You were one of the people that sent us some coffee, you and Carl. We enjoyed both equally. Yes. Because I think both of them were like, okay, no, seriously, tell me. I was like, no way, dude. I liked them both. So, okay. Oh, you guys watched it for the second time today. I have really not been watching a lot of Christmas movies this year at all, except for here on Sunday nights. Like the kids, I think we watched like one movie. They're like, whatever, but I need to force it. I need to force it this weekend while Dave's off. Just be like,
Hello, Celeste.
all day. Hey, CC, how are you? Yes, so sad, PT Cruiser. Oh, the TB. Okay,
Mr.
yes, Mr.
Falcon.
Falcon. Nice. Let's him compete with chocolate made from the cocoa beans. Ah, yes, he's making the chocolates. Muppet Christmas Carol. Now, Celeste's brother Derek also streams movies on every other Saturday on Float, and last Saturday was the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Yippee kayaks, other buckets. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, we watched that too. That Mel Gibson Santa Claus. What was that? Fat Man.
Oh, Fat Man. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, I think it was Carl and Celeste and Derek had recommended to watch that.
Dunmar,
it was
that is
good. I liked
correct.
it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh. Dunmar.
Feast of Seven Fishes.
Hey, Eskimo. How are you? Are you live right now?
I'm the one that stole your meme today.
Oh,
you
hey, Lee.
Might not know that page.
How you doing? Well, Jobin, I'm happy that you're out of work early and you can hang out today. That's very cool. Yep. You didn't want to type it because of bands. Oh, okay. Yes. I liked it though. I did. I liked Fat Man. It was really, yeah, all the best peeps are here. I'm excited to see everybody. Like I said, our guest is coming on in about 10 minutes. So,
Hopefully. As long as she
can
gets
I
the
just
link.
say this real quick? Elizabeth Warren, she irritates me to no end.
What?
She is so annoying. I mean, she's just
Unbelievable.
so annoying. She's so annoying. I can't even find the right words to say, like, except she's just so, like, she's irritating. You know, I can just see her, you know, like getting her granny panties all in a, you know, whatever, rustled. Because, you know, she is up Elon Musk's ass about paying taxes and shit. You know, she just needs to take a seat and be done.
There's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
How much money is she making?
I know, right? Oh, gosh.
I'm sure it isn't her federal paychecks that are...
Yeah. So, yeah, Pocahontas. Yeah, the woman who is like 1/8,000th Indian. Yeah. Hey, that's right, Craig. That's right. Or just one. No, 100% of the time, Gary. Yeah, she just annoys me. Oh boy, I can't. And I can see her face when I read her tweets and like hear her voice and how she's, you know, and I'm like, just shut up. Just shut the fuck up is what I really want to say. So annoying. And it's not like, I mean, I don't know. Am I a huge Elon Musk fan? I don't really know. I don't pay a lot of attention to
I
him.
don't know. I think he's cool.
He's cool, yeah, but it's like,
It's not perfect at all. But
yeah, I don't pay a lot of attention.
I just like the richest man in the world being a shit poster. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. She picks weird things to talk about and she's just dumb. I'm sorry. I feel like I have to just say that. She's really annoying. Yeah. Oh, Elon trolling. Yeah. Yep.
And Slather doesn't like him at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Owned, right? Not a fan at all. You know, I just don't. The drinking the beer. Yeah, that was. I don't know. I don't really follow him. I'm not on Twitter. I don't follow a lot. I just see stuff. So
I think he just sees the writing in the sand and he just wants to get the hell out of here and go to Mars. And
yeah.
He'll do whatever it takes to.
He's like, get me off this planet and away from me, people. A meme lord billionaire, right? Oh, gosh. Yeah. Oh, okay, Lyle. Yeah, she committed to it. And I know. She's just trying to be relevant again, you know, is what it is. She just wants people to remember who she is, I think, for some reason or another.
Why not just keep your head down,
Yeah.
get your insider trading, collect your bribes.
Just shut the fuck up. So, anyway, I'm glad I got that off my chest.
Yeah.
I'm
sure everybody was shocked by the revelation.
Oh, right. Yeah, Mary's annoyed by
Send Shatner to space. Send all kinds of shit to space.
Oh, gosh.
Threw a car up there.
Wait, did Shatner really go to space? Where have I been? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you sent Shatner.
Oh, my gosh. That's fucking rad. That is so cool. You know what I love is the people who get real mad about like, oh, you're spending all your money on this. You're spending your money on this. And it's like, yeah, it's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. You know? Well, he should be giving it all away till there's no hungry person in the world. Okay.
I'm not clean either, Slather.
What?
I'm just reading his comments. It's a lot going on.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm just saying my stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's your job. What do you say?
She just needs to drop dead. I mean, kind of, thanks for taking the words out of my mouth. I didn't really actually want to, like, say it,
No,
you know?
I would never say that.
Oh, gosh. Midterm's going to learn some folks.
Oh, I should start
Oh,
this.
yeah. Oh, yes. Suggest mirrors, too, right?
I always forget how to use Zoom.
Oh, okay. I got my one earbud in. I have to keep the other one for the...
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll
for
let
the
you know when we're
children.
connected.
Yeah. She's a geriatric version of AOC. I mean, was she good looking at all when she was younger?
Like my kid loved that Shatner pants.
Mm-hmm.
New women's clothing line.
Mm-hmm.
Silence.
You could to talk.
Carl. Is that how he disposes of his hookers? He
Oh.
fires them into
Oh,
space.
We gotta find that Kmart commercial, the Ship My Pants commercial.
Oh, I can
The
do that right
Kmart,
now.
yeah.
We got a minute.
Before Kmart closed here, I mean, I know there might still be a few Kmarts open in America. I'm not really sure, but we were joking with the kids about this. That the Ship My Pants. Did we play this before? I think we probably did on Float. Like,
Yeah, I'm not afraid to play this. On
yeah.
here.
It's
Let me see
the
where we got
commercial
call
for a show or a
controls.
thing that used to work for Kmart. Oh my gosh,
Who did?
yes. Sexy Ryan.
Oh yeah, I worked for Kmart for a little while.
And his mom did for a long
Couple of
time.
them. Yeah, my mom did for a long time. Oh,
Long
that's
time.
the wrong one.
Oh boy.
Let me get that off of there. Let me just do that for now.
Ship My Pants. That's right. Ship My Pants.
I was not ready for today.
Oh no. Well, you know what? Dave got forced over. He had a terrible night's sleep because of his shoulder and back. Gotta play the Biden version.
Is there a Biden? I bet you there should be.
There has to be.
If there's not, there should
Somebody
be.
needs to, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now this should work. I'm hoping. If I did the right browser. Yeah, that's
Blue
the
Light
right
Special.
one. All right.
Ship
Yeah.
my pants. Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding.
You can ship your pants right here.
You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed.
If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at
Aw.
Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
I miss Kmart so much. You guys don't even know.
Ship.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Seth. Seth Boudreau's here.
I think she's here.
Make sure you, I don't know if you can press Seth's button real quick before.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
I used to go to Kmart all the time. I lived right down the street from a Kmart. And I used to go there with my best friend all the time. And so Kmart being gone is very sad. It's hard for me. I don't know.
Can you hear
I'm
us?
nostalgic.
Yeah, I think we have audio, right?
Oh, hi, Natalie. Can you hear me? Oh, and I can hear you too. That's
All
awesome.
right, let's bring you on.
All right, everybody. Super excited. We already had our technical glitch earlier, so we're good now.
Well, I've had
Let's
a
knock
couple.
on wood.
Yeah, bringing other technical glitches.
All right. Well, welcome
I
to the
got you
show
way
because
zoomed in. Let
this
me
is the
fix
best
that.
place to have the technical glitches. Everybody, Natalie Bruno, very excited. Thank you for coming here to hang out with us on Liberty Late Night.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yay! So Jacob, he was so excited. He messaged us and said, "What do you think?" We said, "Absolutely." And he's like, "All right, let's make it happen."
Yeah.
So, so tell us a little bit about yourself. As far as right now, you are running for governor of Oklahoma on the Libertarian ticket, correct?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's been really exciting. So we're still a little less than a year out, 11 months away. But it's actually been really fun so far. So I announced back in June, and I already had my kickoff event in October that did really, really well. Larry Sharp and Spike Cohen came down for that.
Oh, nice.
It was a fantastic fundraiser. We were able to also throw in a anti-death penalty rally as well.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So it's actually been really cool. So we have a really unique situation kind of go. Well, I say unique. I'm sure that there's similar things happening in other states with COVID and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, one, it's a perfect storm for libertarians because people are more aware now of how important civil liberties are, personal liberties are, than they ever have been before. They're questioning their parties more. They're questioning politicians more. So that's, a good thing for us. On top of that, within our state, the Republican Party, the incumbent Republican that's running, is seen as a rhino. And so we have a huge MAGA following within our state. And so we have a situation where they're like, we actually are supporting Natalie and want her to win because
Awesome.
we're trying to divide the Republican Party up because they're trying to pave the way for the Patriot Party, for 2024. So it's in their best interest to shake things up. Then we have a crazy situation happening on the Democratic side of things where the state superintendent Joy Hoffmeister, has been a lifelong Republican, decided to switch parties specifically for this gubernatorial race. So we have a Republican that's running as a Democrat.
Wow.
And since they have open primaries, and because of the backing she has, it's very likely she's going to win. So the real Democrats are pissed off.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're absolutely not going to vote for her. If she ends up winning the primary, Natalie, we're going to openly support you. And so there's kind of this perfect storm of chaos that's kind of happening that's really benefiting me. So it's essentially going to be, and there's another Republican that changed party to independent to run. So it's really going to be three Republicans.
That's
and
confusing.
Yeah.
It is really confusing. But essentially, it's really three Republicans against me, probably, when it comes to the general election in November, which will divide up the Republican vote. If I can continue going the way I'm going, there was a poll amongst independents and Democrats on Twitter recently that it was just about, like, I think 500-600 people. But out of the three Republicans, so the likely ticket that's going to happen in November, I polled, which obviously this is unrealistic, at 58% amongst those independents and Democrats. So things are really aligning themselves really, really well for me. I've been making great strides. I did an event last weekend. It was a tripartisan event that I was invited to participate in. I was invited to a press conference about the death penalty with a Democrat. So, I mean, the media is covering me. That's half the battle when you're a libertarian candidate.
Yeah.
Sure.
So really, things are going great.
That's awesome. I mean, all of that, like you said, the perfect storm, and that the media is actually covering you. That is huge because you know how they treat the libertarian candidates, Ron Paul. You know?
Exactly. Well, one small benefit that I also have. So my normal 9-to-5 job is I'm in marketing and advertising. And so I work for an agency here that handles a lot of advertising dollars for the broadcast companies and the newspaper and everything. And they know who I am. And I like to think that a lot of times the reason, not that it's a good reason, that third parties or alternate people running independents in general have a hard time being covered, besides the fact that obviously it's in their best interest to keep it a two-person race, is because they don't know the people most of the time. Are they going to be kooks? Are they going to make any sense? And they know who I am and they know I'm a serious candidate.
Yeah.
So that
good.
mixed with they don't want to piss me off because I handle a lot of money for them.
Yes.
Kind of almost forces their hand a little bit to make sure that I get some good coverage.
That's great. I mean, that's really good. So how did you end up here running? How did that happen? What made you choose that? What was the road? What was the road?
I know. Why would you do that? So I've usually been kind of behind the scenes. I've been officially a libertarian for just a few years now. I've always been interested in politics and involved in some form. But I really vamped up with the last presidential election. I was Joe Jorgensen's marketing director. And so I got to meet a lot of people through that. Became even more involved in our state party because our state party has really been taking off. It's just been, registrations even since the presidential election have just, we're up 15%. So we're just killing it over here. And, with this whole perfect storm situation that's kind of happening that, it was brought to my attention from some of our libertarian leaders. And they're like, Natalie, because of the fact that I'm so involved in the community, so I coach, which is one of the reasons why I was late tonight. I coach youth basketball and then soccer in this spring and fall. And then I'm on different nonprofit boards and stuff across our state. Wow. And so they were like, Natalie, have you ever thought about running for governor? And I was like, yeah, maybe in 8 years, I'll start out at maybe House and work my way up. And they're like, well, this is a really great year for us to run a libertarian. And so we were really kind of hoping you would run this year.
Wow.
And I was like, well, let me think about it for a minute. And, I did a lot of praying over it and everything. And I was like, I've laid a lot of groundwork for this with all the work I do in the community, within the Libertarian Party, with other groups like Oklahomans for Criminal Justice Reform and other groups like that across our state that are typically more Democratic or Republican, but I've made strides with those people. And I was like, you know what, no change is going to happen unless we step up and make the change ourselves. I mean, realistically. And so I was like, you know what? I think this is the year to do it. If a libertarian's going to win, this is a great year for that. And I feel like, you know, I could be that person, and I could be that leader that we need to kind of cut through the smoke right now. And so I made my announcement, and, you know, the rest is history.
That's awesome. Okay, so first of all, I want to say to you, if you see us pointing and waving, it's because there's live chats here. Okay, good. You did tell her that, because we're always like waving and doing these kinds of things, and like, just so in case you.
Yeah, no, I was thinking it was like me. Like a lot of times I'm like that, like at my other house, because my computer was around my kids, and so they'd be like, "Mom, can I get a drink?" And I'm like,
"Yeah,
you know, go."
That'd be over there.
I'm like, you got another parent. Why are you here?
No, we totally
dads are invisible.
Yeah,
the invisible man.
My kids walk right by him, awake. I'm sleeping, and they're like, "Hey, Mom," and I'm like,
"Can you get me some milk?"
Like, your dad is right there. Oh yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's just how it is though. Like before this, I'm like, I'm going on a podcast. I'm not going to be available. And they're like, okay. I'm like, if you need anything, and they're like, okay. And then they'll come in and like open the door and be like, "Can I have a snack? Like, can I?" I'm like, we just talked about this, guys.
I know. Is the house burning down? No? Okay, then don't knock on the door. We get it, totally.
Yeah, we got our monitor going right now, and we're putting him to bed, and we're like, we have a guest tonight, so you guys just don't cause any trouble.
Don't make us come up here. Don't start yelling at each other and all the stuff, you know, like. So, okay, but I wanted to make sure you knew what was happening here, and if you can see any of the comments, feel free to pause and read, and, you know, whatever, stop us if you want to answer any questions.
It's been some interesting comments I've seen, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, have you actually touched the mixtape?
Oh, the mixtape. Spike
the mixtape. Yeah. So, yeah, that's been fun. I was actually trying to get a mixtape together to auction off at my last event, but I couldn't find a cassette tape anywhere to have him sign. Like, it was super frustrating. And then I could find one online, but then it wasn't going to be there in time.
That's
so I'm like,
such a great idea to do that. Our son, he's 12, and he's way into all the 80s stuff.
He's hooking a computer up to a tape player to record MP3s onto cassette tape, so you can walk around with a Walkman.
Yeah. He's like, I love it. I love it though. I love it. I call him my retro baby. So, I wanted to know, and I'm sorry that I don't know this, but are there any libertarian governors? Has there ever been a libertarian governor? Okay, so you would be the first.
Yes.
Well, what about that wrestler guy? He's close, right?
Is he a governor? Is he a libertarian? Like, I mean, but is he actually? Is it the L next to his name?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
On the you know what I mean?
L next to his name and elected. Like, I know we've had like one or two that like changed political affiliation later.
Okay.
You know, but no, like there has never been an actual elected libertarian governor. So it's funny because Larry Sharp and I both were like, all right, like, you know, well, there's a couple of us, but specifically the two of us were like, well, what if we both win? And then we already decided I get credit because I announced first. So that's how we decided it was going to be.
So as growing up, what was it like, the political environment in your home? Were your parents very open about politics? Were they one way or another? As far as, you know, I mean, some families are, you know, one's a Democrat, one's a Republican. Mm-hmm. Some are, you know, they you know, follow the same side. But in your home growing up, were you exposed to politics a lot in a way, or did you know?
I was.
Okay.
Not as much as my children.
Sure, same.
But like my kids, like, so quick side note, my 8-year-old, who's my youngest, they actually, like, for Thanksgiving, they're like, what are you thankful for? And he put like voting and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah.
Aww.
But anyways, so my father he still is a Republican. He's one of those I'm like, Dad, you're a libertarian. You're not really a Republican. But he's, you know, he's in his ways like, nope, I'm a Republican. I'm like, okay, Dad.
That's my team.
Yeah, I'm team, like, all right.
Too late to switch teams now.
He will. I'm like this close. But anyways, he's been a Republican. My whole family is Republicans, but they're very socially, you know, left leaning. Yeah. And I know we hate as libertarians that terminology, like, oh, fiscally conservative and socially, you know, liberal. But a lot of the ideologies are like the more traditional Republican, not the current day Republican.
Yeah.
As I like to say. So they actually are for small government, and they actually are for, I don't care what you actually do as long as it doesn't encroach on me and what I'm doing, and less taxes and all of that. So we did openly speak about those things growing up. Which is probably why I started off saying, like, when I first registered, I registered as an independent because I was like, I'm not going to be a part of any establishment.
Oh, there you go.
And then it kind of, rolled on from there.
Yeah.
Made the joke that I've been literally registered as everything at some point in time before I finally found my home with the Libertarian
Right.
Party.
Yeah.
But
what was it that's like made you decide, okay, I'm registering Libertarian? I mean, what was that moment that you were like, oh, I'm a Libertarian? Like, oh, that's what I am.
Yeah, so it was after I was complaining about the 2016 election. I have a friend of mine that's been trying to convince me that I'm a Libertarian for a long time. And I was like, no, Libertarian liberals, like, I'm not, no, that's not me. And he's like, we get so frustrated. He's like, well, you just look at the platform, like, that's not even what it is.
Yeah.
And so finally, after the 2016 election, I kind of gave in. He sent me, one of the little world's smallest political quizzes. I did it. I looked up some of the platform. I'm like, oh, all right. Yeah, this is pretty much almost exactly, the only thing at the time where I was like, I don't know about that one, was nuclear energy. And that's just because, just like with the war on drugs, you're raised to think that nuclear is bad.
Yeah.
But after I actually started digging into it, I'm like, oh no, this is way better. So that's kind of what finally pushed me over, was that 2016 election.
Nuclear energy is actually on the platform?
I've never actually read the whole platform there.
Yeah, I read Ron Paul's Liberty Defined, and I'm like, yep, that's me. And and that's the last thing I read, and I just got on the internet and started arguing with people.
No. You started watching
to do
videos and then argued with people.
You're a real libertarian, or you're not a real libertarian.
Yeah.
Depending on which way you look
libertarian.
at it.
Yeah.
Only.
I'm the only
real libertarian.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about memes? What are your thoughts on memes?
So pre-candidacy, I'm very pro meme. I've created so many memes. Now, my husband is more of a dank meme extraordinaire, so I've had to tell him to tone it down a little bit.
Awesome.
A little too edgy.
Tone down just a little bit.
I love it.
But no, I think that, especially as a candidate, I think you need to kind of have a mix. I think people are tired of seeing candidates that are just so straight edge and serious 100% of the time. People want to follow somebody that they can actually relate to and feel like is a real person and not a robot. And nowadays, I think that memes are kind of the way to do that. I've shared a couple of them myself, and they're actually, ironically enough, it almost is frustrating to an extent, because I'll share something that's like, man, this is like an amazing point. This should go viral. It's awesome. Yeah. And it'll get a little bit of traction, but I'll make a stupid meme off of something ridiculous, and I'll turn around and there's like 5,000 shares. I'm like, what the heck, people? This isn't even good.
Right. It depends on, I think, the day, the moment, what people are feeling. Just
where the algorithm's doing.
Algorithm, yeah. Do you struggle with the algorithms on social media platforms, specifically Facebook?
Not as much, because that's what I do for a living. I'm in marketing and advertising. That's my 9-to-5 job. So my title is Director of Digital Strategy. So it's literally my job.
Oh, nice. Oh. Okay.
So
do you kind of like know the algorithms?
Well, there's not really necessarily knowing the algorithms. There's just knowing tricks to make your content show up more. Words not to use that are more trigger words, because it is an algorithm. It's a machine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not like there's real people saying like, oh, that's wrong, or oh, that's this.
I always picture it being real people, though. Little Mark Zuckerberg sitting there going, nope.
You can't tag anybody in your posts. Like when we do our weekly promo post, I couldn't tag you in it because I knew it wouldn't get any traction if I actually tagged your page. For some reason that kills it.
It's better to share.
Yeah,
it's better to share and reacting. I mean, commenting is good. It helps because it thinks that, okay, the more different people that comment on it in general, and it can't be like the same thing. Like if it's somebody posting the same stuff, it'll just ignore it. but multiple different people commenting and liking something, it's like, ooh, people must like this, so we're going to share it more because they want, more engagement in general. But yeah,
it's so weird how it all started out. No, that's fine.
No, there was a couple of questions and I missed them. So I know that, yes, if I do win, I will label myself the only real libertarian in Oklahoma.
Awesome. Gary, there you go.
Somebody else asked me if I could 3D print something. I think that's what it was. If I could 3D print something, what would it be? I think that was the question.
Okay.
I might have to dig through that. But probably all the gun parts that we're not supposed to be able to 3D print. That would probably be it.
Yay! Is Seth still here?
Our Louisiana friend. He's like, you don't need to buy the whole thing. You just print everything and then just buy the one part.
Yeah, just buy the one part. Fine. It is a nice place to retire. So what part of Oklahoma?
I don't know why I gave Seth a southern accent.
Oh, as long as it's not gun parts. If 3D print something, 3D print me a Baby Yoda.
Oh, there you go. Oh, Claymores. Ryan says Claymores. Oh, Seth's here. Okay, yeah, because he's our go-to guy, but when people have questions about the 3D printing of things that.
Yeah, every once in a while we'll go on a different platform and we'll have a Zoom meeting and we'll just let anybody come in and he'll come in and he's like, I got this and I made this, and I'm like,
yeah.
Is that legal? Yeah, it's legal.
Oh, he's got a lower printing.
Yeah.
That's there has been a lot of our ideal libertarian ideas has actually been going pretty well. Like whenever I've shared them, like I've talked about, I'm trying to think of something right off the top of my head, but like doing away with our state income tax stuff is super basic. Things have been gaining really well. Any gun law is a bad gun law. In Oklahoma, though, we actually have really decent Second Amendment rights. Good. We've really come a long way. There's just I think the only other thing that's really on our list of our wish list, so to speak, because we have constitutional carry and all of that, is I know that we're trying to do away with gun-free zones. With the exception of like federal buildings for obvious reasons, or like courthouses. But being able to carry with a special license, I think is what it is. But like schools or colleges, like if somebody wants to be able to carry, being able to do so. So, so I'm really lucky in that regard. People are usually like, oh, so what's going on with your gun stuff? I'm like, we're actually doing pretty well there. It's not perfect yet, but we're far ahead than a lot of other states.
I was going to say, yeah, you're probably better off than a lot of other
especially
places.
that income tax, like Mike just said, no income tax is one of the reasons I have moved to Florida. And I'm like, that's very tempting. Like,
I super want to move to Florida for that.
Well, and what so the Republicans actually did a lot of the leg work a few years back, but we've actually been able to show that if we do away with our state income tax, we'll actually generate more tax revenue by that money being reinvested and, being taxed by sales tax. So, just stuff like that. But obviously, more tax is still more tax, but at least it's like starting to peel off the layers of the onion, so to speak. You can't just get elected and be like, no more taxes, totally anarchy.
Shut
like
it down.
That's not going to work. I'll never get elected, right? So what I'm trying to do is I'm like, what are some realistic things that I could do in 4 to 8 years to kind of move that direction and show people like, here's a couple of crazy libertarian ideas that'll work. And then it's like, sticking your toe in and it goes from there.
And that's the truth. And I mean, I wish it could, and not that I want to see it all fall apart and everybody, I don't want to see that. But I want to see change. I want to see actual changes. You know what I mean? Like not the changes that the Republicans and Democrats pretend that they're going to do, and then they go in and do the same exact thing, and then they end up, being better off than everybody else, and we somehow have to pay more taxes. But I think that's a good idea. Start peeling away and showing people, and then they can see and experience it themselves. Like, oh, wait a second, this libertarian governor did this, and look at how it's benefiting us. And. Can I have another beer, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you drink anything ever, Natalie?
I do, but I literally came right from basketball practice.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, I'm throwing a cardigan to make it look like I'm
put together.
But Snowden, you're right. Like raising the amount of revenue that's coming in for taxes isn't ideal. But it's one of those things where if that happens because we removed this tax, then it long-term helps us lower the taxes. I mean, there has to be some sort of give and take.
You weren't You weren't saying it actually increased the percentage of sales taxes, but just the increased population would increase the tax base.
Yes.
Right.
Sales taxes.
Yeah. I mean, imagine what people could do if they had their money, and like if they weren't, know, and it's like they want to stimulate the economy and they send out all these checks and it's like, you're just digging us further into this terrible, awful hole, like just give us
Right.
the money that, we actually went to work for and earned ourselves, and live our lives, and we're still going to buy stuff. Hello, and eventually, taxes can taper off and be gone forever. I'd be cool with that.
Yep, absolutely.
Do you get the question about the roads and who's going to build the roads? who's going to, the schools and stuff? But it's always like the roads. I'm like, dang. Why
Yeah, so our roads are so horrible here that we don't even really have that as a question because it's like, it can't get any worse than it already is.
Wait, Oklahoma, you guys don't get much change in weather, do you? Or
what's this?
where's
Hey,
that at?
Jacob's here. Hi.
Really?
I don't know Oklahoma. I don't
We'll
know.
have all 4 seasons in like one day.
Okay, so then you're like us.
So like
Okay, we're in
us, yeah,
Pennsylvania,
yeah.
so it's like they could pave it
Yeah,
today and it's cracked tomorrow.
tornadoes, and we had a ice storm in October last year, which it was horrible because all the leaves were still on the trees, so all the limbs broke, and there was power like hundreds of thousands of homes without power. Like we had no power for like a week.
Oh, that's awesome.
But no week.
That means that
And
awesome.
then it was 74 degrees yesterday.
Wow.
I mean, it's really all over the place.
Did you get hit with a tornado at all?
Yeah, they're like us,
'cause-
but with tornadoes.
Yeah, I don't
would
like
you
the
live-
tornado.
Yeah. We didn't get tornadoes when the other 4 states got hit the other day.
Okay.
So our tornado season, which obviously this was very unusual for them, but we typically see tornadoes the first couple weeks of May. That's like the hot season.
Okay.
And then it kind of tapers off from there.
And 2 days ago, it was 75 degrees. We had some nice warm weather here recently, too. Yeah.
Unnervingly nice weather.
Yeah.
for
Windy,
December.
though. Windy. Very, very, very windy. Yeah. It was like we had to take everything out.
That was
of
great.
The
The yard's clean, though.
The yard is so
Yeah.
clean right now. It's awesome. So, I wanted to say because we were talking a little bit about guns and stuff, and there was that thing that was going around on TikTok, about what the schools today was supposed to be
Was
like
that
the
everywhere?
day.
Because I saw a lot of
There's a
local
lot
people
of stuff
posting
going on
about
here. I'm pretty sure it was like nationwide.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of like local people. My kids ain't going to school today. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell's going on?
So was there any of that? I mean, I don't know how many children you have and what schools that they're in. Oh my
Whoa.
gosh, God bless you. That's awesome. We have half of that. And I'm already like losing my mind. But
It's like we had man defense and then we went to zone. I don't even know what you do with 6
I don't
kids.
know.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the bench. So.
What's that?
What's that?
No, you were talking about man defense and went to zone. I said, I've got one on the bench.
One on the
It's a blended family. So my husband and I, we were both previously married.
Oh, okay.
And so I birthed 4, 2 of which are twins.
Oh my
and
gosh.
then he had 2 whenever we got married. But yeah, and I mean, it was talked about here, but I think our middle schooler stayed home today because he was done with his finals anyways. So he was trying to get out of going to school regardless. But we really weren't worried about it here. Like I equivalate, not that it's right, stuff like that kind of happens on Twitter to like when we were in middle school, we would call them bomb threats so we wouldn't have to go to school. Like I don't think that these are really real threats most of the time. I think it's just, hey, let's do this and maybe we'll all get to stay home from school.
Yeah.
But we do take, precautions just in case. Like I think with the Edmond schools here, which is where my elementary school kids go, like they had a police officer at every school just in case. But because of COVID, everything's locked down anyways. So parents and stuff can't even get in the building at all. So it was fine. And then my high schoolers, my twins that are 16, they had finals today. So I'm like, you're going to school.
Yeah.
Finals. Good luck.
Yeah.
But no, but their school is a great school too. They go to a private school here. So we don't have any issues there at all.
I read that somewhere. I was kind of looking up some stuff on you, and it seemed like you have like kids like kind of all over the place, like public,
Everywhere.
private. Do you homeschool too at all?
So I did last year. So they did go back to school this year. But last year I did homeschool because when there was all that uncertainty and they were doing like twice a week and then home and then virtual, I was like, no, I'm not doing this to my kids. And so I pulled my 2 birth sons. I pulled them both. And so they homeschooled. And I'm so glad that I did, because putting them back into school, like there's so many kids that are struggling right now in their age with like fractions and stuff. And Hayden's like, I'm ahead. And so he's over there helping the teacher, and the teacher's been super happy with him being able to help out with lessons.
Sure.
And he's one of those people, he loves stuff like that. So he's just like totally digging into
That's
it.
awesome.
And so I'm really glad we made that decision.
Yes. So I just saw Mike says about his cat demands. His cat demands attention. So he's like, I'm still listening, but I have to put my phone down. That's how our cat is. He's like, I want the hand that your phone is
I'll
in.
give him this one.
But
I don't want that one. I want
that one. Yeah. Okay. So with the gun-free zones, I always think that, when I would go to certain places, and it was like,
I feel less safe.
Yeah, I feel less safe because I have no way to defend myself now. Like, I'm in this place, and it has a big sign that says no guns are allowed.
But also, there's even if you don't carry yourself, there's no good people.
Yeah, around
to defend you.
Who would also, yeah. And so, because the bad guys always follow the rules. What's that?
I said, and all the shootings happen in gun-free zones.
Yeah. Exactly.
About it.
Because they're, nobody's going to be there to shoot them down or defend themselves or fight back or anything. So,
gun-free zones, Carl, not free gun zones.
Yeah, not free gun zones. Where are
I
these?
can get behind a free gun zone.
They're mandatory.
How do you think people, in Oklahoma, or maybe just even in general, feel about, saying, let's take that part away? And then, so it's like, as far as schools go, would that be considered a gun-free zone, or would that be, how does that work? Because I know a lot of parents might be like, well, some teachers shouldn't be carrying because, they want
I've had some teachers.
That's what I was getting ready to say, is that, yes, we are speaking about all of those situations. But that's usually the most common thing you hear is, that's a horrible idea because, if a teacher is in a bad mood or something and the wrong kid pops off, they can just be like, bam, right?
Those kids could be assholes too.
Kids can be. So can the teachers.
Yeah, so can the teachers. I look at it this way. It's not like we're just going to tell every teacher, like, hey, start bringing guns to school.
Right.
Yeah.
There is going to naturally, of course, have to be a process of how they select who gets to do that and who doesn't. And it's one of those situations as well, is that I don't think a lot of what we like to worry about are usually typically things that we don't really have to worry about. Yeah. And in all honesty, the types of people that would that are going to inflict life ending situations on a child, it's probably not going to matter whether you give them a gun or not. They're going to figure out some other way to do damage to a child.
One of the things that
that's what I always said. Crazy will express itself.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
That comment right there. If you're afraid your teacher might shoot a kid, then that teacher shouldn't be teaching. Absolutely.
Right.
And if you're worried that if you take your kids to a school that you think that, if a teacher has a gun, they might shoot my child, then maybe you shouldn't be taking your kid to that school.
Yeah, those protractors can be pretty lethal too.
Sure
compass,
can.
Those are
compass.
sharp.
Yeah, the compass. That's what I said.
Those are no, it's protractor. That has
the thing, 20? And then you go, woo,
is that
you
the compass
it around?
Is like the half circle.
Yes,
the compass is like the half circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Hi, Dottie. How are you? Gosh, my brain is like my trains of thought.
Derailing.
I apologize.
No, you're good.
It's a little extra because like Christmas is so close, and I'm like,
and I put everything
I'm
on
so
you.
Stressed out right now.
I'm like I buy you fly. Like,
yeah. He's like, go ahead, babe, whatever for the kids and stuff. But then I'm just like, we have 3, and does it have to be even financially or like number wise, or how do you do Christmas?
6?
How do you do Christmas with 6?
We do even dollar amount is what it is.
Okay.
Because we have the same budget for every kid, and so and then that's how we determine. So.
Okay.
If one kid might have 6 gifts and one kid might have 1 gift.
Yeah.
Because depending on what they ask for.
Yeah.
And because I'm one of those people, I don't like just like buying gifts just to make sure there's an even amount. Like I want to make sure it's something they actually want. So even if it's just one, Because otherwise it's just be junk laying around that we're going to throw away in a month when they're done playing with it.
Exactly.
That's everything that Jane wants.
Well, she's a crafter. Our 7-year-old
That's fine,
loves
but those
to.
like eggs that come with like little toys that are just going to be strewn about the house.
She plays with them in the bathtub, so I look at that as a bath toy that's going to be thrown out because it'll get moldy. It's not supposed to be in the bath, but she wants it in the bath anyway. But as the kids get older, we have an almost teenager. Things are getting more electronic and more expensive, and and it's like, so the younger two are still kind of not quite there yet. So it is. It's definitely it's challenging. So,
it definitely is.
Yeah,
but
I appreciate you sharing that though, because from mom to mom, like I need moms to like say like, it's okay. That's this is what I do and it works. And I'm like, okay, good.
It does, but the kids always know that though too. So like when they make their lists, we're like, okay, keep in mind, y'all. They all know that everybody gets the same dollar amount. So if somebody gets more actual presents, they know that those items were just cheaper. Like they understand that because that's the way we've always done it. We do the same thing with birthdays. We have a deal where it's like you'll get X dollar amount for birthday gifts if you have a party. If you don't have a party, then you get a little bit more.
Yes. Oh gosh, isn't it nice when they don't
worry
have
about a party?
Yeah.
So like the 13-year-old was like, I don't want a party this year. I just want money. And,
but then they also have to figure out like what are the party goers going to bring me. There's a lot of calculations there.
Yeah, there's
and like really coming out ahead by not having a party. Because my 15 friends could all bring me something cool.
It depends on how popular you are, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. Do you set now with the party? Do you set a limit on the number of friends that are allowed to attend?
It depends on what the party is. So, for example, when the kids were doing easy stuff like main event or something like that, where it's like you just pay a flat amount and you can have like 20 kids and it's fine. But again, as they're getting older, like my 13-year-old stepson, he wanted to do go-kart riding. Well, go-kart riding is like $35 a person. I'm like, you're gonna find your like 2 or 3 best friends and that's it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way we look at it is what are you wanting to do? How much money is this going to cost? Exactly. And that's how many friends you get.
Do you guys do Tuttle Twins? Have you heard of Tuttle Twins?
I have.
Yeah.
And I haven't because it's like by the time I kind of ran into them, like my 8-year-old might be still around the same age, but he's got 5 older siblings, and so he's pretty mature for his age. He reads at a higher level because he's has 5 older siblings. So we were just barely outside of that kind of age range for them by the time I got
they came
He's actually reading the law.
Yeah, they came out with...
he's actually reading the Constitution now.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. I was going to say, they came out with...
the
teen versions.
Oh, did they? I didn't see that.
Yeah, they're more. So I want to get them for David.
We should get an affiliate link.
We should.
You should. You can get some like throwbacks or something.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We love the Tuttle Twins. David, our oldest, has always enjoyed it. We had Connor on the show once, and David was like, "Can I say hi beforehand?
Oh, yeah.
Can I come down and just say hi?" And he was so excited. But. Yeah, but they've come out with so many different things in magazines and stuff now that are coming out. It's really, I'm on their email list. So, but not a sponsor of our show. I just wanted to say
we go off on a lot of tangents.
Not financially gaining from this recommendation.
Exactly. We homeschool, and we have since the beginning. And COVID really,
we were doing it before it was cool.
Yeah. Before everybody else started doing it. But,
which I think is great about this COVID thing is that people are starting to take an interest, if not an active role in their children's education, which is huge.
Yeah.
Rather than just sending them off and, did you do your homework? Okay, good.
Right. So, but it sounds like
being even able to say what their kids are doing in school.
Yeah.
What they're hearing.
Yeah. And it sounds like you're one of those parents who is involved in also knowing what they're doing, but also sharing. Obviously, I mean, you're running for governor as a libertarian, so you're sharing viewpoints with them that are different than the black or white, like split down the middle, what they'll be learning in, regular school anyway. So, did we lose audio on Twitch?
I can't do anything about that.
Okay. So you don't, I'm assuming you don't have a ton of free time.
No, No, see, I almost am like allergic to free time. Like at least that's what my husband does. Because it's like if it would all, I'm incapable of saying no, especially if it's something involving kids. So obviously I'm running for governor, but I've been coaching youth sports for about 6 years now. I'm on the associate board for Oklahoma Lawyers for Children. I'm the vice president of my son's swim booster club.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, it's really, really pretty ridiculous how much stuff I end up getting myself into. And my husband will be like, did they just say that you're the treasurer? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you can say no.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And so the running joke is that's the real reason I'm running for governor is so I can get myself out of all these commitments I've made.
Sorry.
Because I'm like, sorry guys, I can't this year. I'm running for governor. I don't have time.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, that's logical.
That sounds reasonable.
Late. That's how I'm going to get out of everything next year.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I can't coach anymore. I'm retiring. I've got to go run for governor. Sorry.
Yeah. And who's going to argue with you on that one?
Yeah, nobody. It's perfect.
I just need a break. I'm going to go run for governor.
I'm just going to go.
Exactly.
We get that with like a lot of the people that come on here because people who are interesting are usually like driven, and like one of our questions will ask is like, what do you do during your downtime? And everybody's like, downtime.
No, I still do have downtime. Like, so I don't watch a lot of TV or anything like that, but I do like playing video games.
Oh, you're a game? Are you
my
a
husband
gamer?
and I will game together.
What kind?
Yes.
So, so like we got Oculuses.
Oh,
so
no
like
kidding.
that's been kind of fun.
That's awesome.
But I can't play them for longer than like 10 minutes because they make me nauseous.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never tried. I'm so afraid of that.
Yeah, it's bad. But we play Xbox together, so we have 2 separate Xboxes, and so we'll play like DayZ or stuff like that. I actually have a Twitch account, but I haven't really used it. So like we'll sit there and play together, or PUBG on the mobile devices, or on Xbox. We'll play that together.
Oh.
So that's kind of like my husband and I's like. That's like our romantic time. It's like, do you want to go in separate rooms and kill people on the Xbox? Like, yes.
Oh my gosh, I
love it.
Gasp, gamer boy, inbound voice.
Gamer girl, inbound. Gamer girl.
It's like yeah, we're gamers. Me and her play Minecraft. When the kids go to bed.
When the kids go to bed, we
build a little
totally go
town.
crazy on.
Actually, we just when we go crazy, it's Halo.
Yeah, we play Halo together. We like that. Yeah, I love. I don't know, shooting people on the because they're not real. It's just
Getting
fun.
your ass
it's like
handed
fun.
to you by your husband.
Yeah, or that too. Yeah, I'm not really that great, but I have a good time. I'm one of those people who likes to play, and it doesn't matter if I lose.
She's a good game.
Yeah, I'm a good
sport.
See,
good sport.
It's funny how like personalities are always so different though. So like when we play together, I'm like the strategy person, right? I'm like we'll usually play like duos and stuff on PUBG. And so I'm like, this is where we're going to land and we're going to strategize this way and watch. And he's just like running into the,
Leroy Jenkins!
Like, his flames, like, no care in the world, just like running through. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then he always dies first for that reason. But then it's my fault because I didn't go and revive him fast enough. I'm like, I'm not going to run out in the middle of the field and revive you. I'm going to die.
It's your fault for dying.
We have a really fun game here. We really should do a Twitch together, like regularly, because we're like the perfect bickering couple. I'm like,
that'd be
so fun.
Why'd you go out? Like,
oh my gosh, I would watch that. I seriously
Let me know if you can squeeze that in. We'll help you promote it.
If you do squeeze that in, we will totally promote that for realsies. And we got a lot of gamers here.
My gamer tag, if you want to find me, is Red Khaleesi 85. So
Khaleesi.
How's Khaleesi? Is it C?
KH, like from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't know how to spell that.
Red Khaleesi.
KHALEESI.
Okay, and it was just Red Khaleesi at, or is it
85?
85. Okay, 85.
We'll
All
figure
right.
it out.
Awesome.
No,
no
but you
spoilers
guys-
for Game of Thrones because we're only on like season 6. So
I won't. But I will say, thank you, Jacob. But I will say that I'm such a big Game of Thrones fan. I have a giant white German Shepherd named Ghost. So,
oh my gosh!
yeah, he's my baby. That's not really much of a baby. He's large and obnoxious and thinks he's a baby.
Oh yes.
I grew up with like 5 of those things.
Yeah. How old is he?
So he's almost 3, and so he's like massive. He's like 90 pounds or something like that. But he hasn't figured out even like how to jump. So like when he like tries to sneak on my bed, he's like trying to like crawl onto the bed. I'm like, you could literally jump like if you wanted to. You could jump on this. And yeah. Oh yeah, and I have a Discord server. Thank you, Jacob.
Oh, great.
Jacob's meditating right now.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Good job, Jacob, coming in hot with all that.
Yes. Well, Jacob's on my campaign team, and we
Yes.
use Discord to communicate for my campaign. So we're on there a lot.
That is so great. I haven't
And
gotten on.
Jacob,
a lot
if you'll
of
share the Discord server link, that would be really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Do you find that the best as far as communicating? I mean, with people, you know, I mean, it used to be like email was the only thing, you know, and then, you know, like Facebook Messenger and stuff, or like texting, but whatever. But
Facebook
like, do you
as a
feel like-
platform is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, we'll make a group and
but
we'll all
like with
keep in touch
Discord,
there, and then nobody
can
sees
you,
anything.
You can like you can type and talk, right, on Discord? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can have
Okay.
different rooms.
There's
You can have-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you can make like all sorts of different channels. So we have like a general chat channel, and then we have like for my campaign, we have like each of the regions have their own channel, and then each team has their own channel. So like content team, social media team. I have like my meme team, which
Awesome.
I made things super easy, like easy for them. I'm like, I even included a Google link, a folder link that has like all of the already like
The library.
images of all the different candidates.
Oh, nice.
Like in there, so they can just, and all the logos.
Oh,
and
wow.
so they can just like, oh, I want to make a move. You know, what about Stitt? Oh, here's his head. So you know, and I even have like disgusted Governor Stitt. You know, idiot Governor Stitt. So I pretty much like gave them all the tools. I'm like, here, go
Yes.
forth and make funny memes.
That's great.
On my behalf.
I have a heads folder in my phone, like
Yeah.
of all of our friends, because
Heads.
the
You
group's
know,
going
I'm
just
just like,
heads.
oh my gosh.
It's
Heads.
like
That's
I have
so
your
crazy.
head now.
Yeah,
Your head is in
part
my
of it.
folder.
I saw that because I was really, really busy today in general. So like I had 1 second where I was checking a message and I saw that I got tagged of that and that one with like my head on a coach's body, which I'm like, that's funny because I'm coaching tonight.
Yep.
And then, you know, your guys's, and I was like, I love it. It's great. And then we
Dave
did one.
is really good with that for the show.
Yeah, and we did one when Spike came. Whenever he was coming, I found this like old, like Olin Mills throwback, like family photo with like Big Bang and stuff. So I put my face on like the mom and
Windbreakers.
I think I put Spike on the dad, and then Will Dougherty, his face on the baby. Like he's on my campaign team, but he also does a podcast or a couple podcasts on Not a Real Libertarian. He does the veterans one and another one. But yeah, so it was pretty funny.
Oh, yes. Aaron's birthday. Sorry.
Yes, Olin Mills. Thank you. That's what I meant to say was Olin Mills.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we had one
man,
down the
those are
block
some,
from us. Yeah.
Yeah, man, those are some good pictures from back. And the
Oh,
what
I
was
bet.
the one where you would go in and you would get all
Now
you'd
rest
get,
your
glamour
chin.
shots?
Yeah, glamour
rest your
shots.
chin
Oh my
on
gosh.
your fist.
And now, okay.
Jay.
When did glamour shots come and go? I mean, it was there for a little while, and I never got it done, and I wish I had. Bye, Jay. Thanks.
Say like early 90s, like around 92,
Okay.
93, I think is when they really
Okay.
started getting hot. Because I remember when I was like 9, like I was super mad because my cousin got to have glamour shots done.
Yes.
And I didn't.
Yep.
And I was like, really, I remember being very upset about it. And that was like at the height. But then like
Hi,
when we were in high school, and I don't know if it was a region that I lived in Texas at the time, but there was like a place in the mall that did something similar to that. So that was like 2002, and like you would go with like your best friend and get like photos taken
Okay.
together, and then
Yep.
you'd get like 20 of them made, and you'd hand them out to like, you know,
Yes.
your friends, and then like, oh, it's like, oh, I got so and so's picture and so and so's picture, so I'm really cool.
Yep.
Oh.
So
Nice.
it was kind of like the equivalent of like top 8 on MySpace or
Yes. No, I know, because even I think they brought in when there was like school pictures being done in high school, there was 1 or 2 years that they were like, you can have like bring friends in and do some photos together.
Wow.
And I was just like, okay, that's cool. And so we're all like, yeah, we're all gonna wear those jeans overalls, and you know, like, because I was like 94 95 or 96, you know, and that was
No, the
cool
corduroy
thing then, you know,
overalls
it's
were way cooler.
Ryan, is that going to be your
I did
Christmas
not
card
have the
for Alan?
corduroys. I wish I had the cords, but I did
I had
not.
brown corduroy overalls that I wore like 3 times a week, I think, for a period of time. It was pretty bad.
I had the regular jeans ones, and the, you know, and then I remember like certain trends.
Oh, there's the
You know,
Discord
makeup
link.
trends for like girls, you know, I remember everything was like this, like, some raisin thing or whatever. And it was like the lipstick, and then you'd have like the matching nail polish and, you know, all this stuff. And now
Glitter,
I'm just like, yeah.
glitter, everything, eyeshadow.
Yeah. Well, now I'm back to the glitter with my daughter because she's 7, you know, and she's like, glitter. And I'm like, okay, glitter is cool again.
Does Natalie's campaign accept cryptocurrency donations?
Do you accept cryptocurrency?
So we are working on that actually right now. So there's not a direct plug-in that I could figure out on my own. So I did my own website because I tried, you know, saving money where I can and spending my money on yard signs and stuff like these really nice.
Oh my gosh.
That is really nice.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? We make fun of yard signs a lot, but for the masses, name recognition is huge. So if you see the name, you're like, oh, I've seen that name. They must be real.
Yeah. But we put up Ron Paul
right.
yard signs. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like we.
I still have a
believe in
garage
somebody,
full
we
of.
put up a yard sign, and I don't think we believed in anybody in a really long time. So we did put up a Joe Jorgensen sign, you know,
we
this
had that
year.
one up.
But
It
it was
sounds like 10 of those in my garage.
Yeah, and we have so many Ron Paul ones that we hand them out to people when they come visit us. You know,
Yeah,
they're
it's
like,
like, here you go, a
Here,
keepsake.
this is like, don't let anything happen to that. It's going to be worth nothing,
No.
but memorabilia.
So I'm keeping mine because so I have
Yes, I
another
like it
rally
too.
in February called the For the Love of Liberty rally. It's the weekend before Valentine's Day.
Oh.
And I have some awesome speakers, including Joe Jorgensen, that's coming. And so I'm going to have her sign the signs.
Yeah.
So then that way I can put them up on auction. But someone mentioned something about slap bracelets. I've been trying to think of some other branded things I could give people that they would wear all the time. That might be it. I might have to have some Natalie Bruno for governor slap bracelets.
Dude, oh my gosh.
All right, well, we'll
Those
leave
made
it.
a comeback because I was young when they first came out. And I remember asking my mom, please, can we go to the store? Please, can we go to the store? I begged her to go to the store.
I remember in grade school she had like a treasure chest, and it's like if you're good or whatever, you got to pick something out of there, and the slap bracelets were hot.
Yeah. Big
Now I'm
time.
gonna leave it to the chat. Is there any other kind of branded stuff that you guys would actually think would be worn or
Oh, yeah.
displayed?
Yep.
Yes.
Even
Ideas. So far we have like palm cards. I got water bottle covers that I hand
Styrofoam
out
antenna
at
balls.
events. Oh my gosh, remember the Jack in the Box ones? Everybody
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Yes.
I got
I
one
wonder
of
if I
those.
could get my face put on one and like just like a Natalie head that you could stick on.
Yes.
Maybe like a square on the bottom with your name or something. Buttons.
Go old school
I like
buttons.
buttons, man. I got
like
a flight
buttons.
jacket that I'll put all the
do
little
have
punk buttons on.
I put buttons on my purse, my little
Pogs.
pogs. Oh my god! All right, now you're gonna get
Only
some
a
crazy
slammer.
answers.
I need a slammer. Natalie Bruno slammers.
Beer koozies.
You know, everybody just throw your ideas out there because you never know what's gonna stick.
I don't know what Phillips 66 is.
No.
Aren't those birds? How do you make birds run?
I don't know.
See? Unless it's like a breast run. So I'm a breast cancer survivor, so that would actually work.
Oh my gosh!
she said
Oh,
something.
yes,
oh, that was
okay.
the flotation
That
device.
was.
Okay,
knew
now
it.
I understand
knew
that
it.
comment.
Yeah. Yep.
The what?
Oh,
She said the female flotation
yes.
device
T.
cancer
Marie said
survivor.
that you were
okay.
a female flotation device
cancer survivor.
survivor.
And now it makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So, can you share a little bit about that experience?
So that's actually one of my favorite stories because it's really I lead it into like whenever I give my serious answer of why I'm running for governor. And I talk about how, in my life, I have had so many kind of crazy things happen to me that, I'm a person of faith. I like to consider myself more spiritual than religious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm non-denominational Christian, I guess you could say.
Yeah, religion
I
can
don't
be
believe, I believe
dangerous.
the Bible was written by men, and so half of it's fake. But I believe, some people are like, why are all these bad things happen to me? And it's like, I feel like they were tools so that way I could empathize with people and see where things are broken so I could go back and fix them myself, right? So the series that ran up to me having breast cancer was really kind of crazy. So back at the time, I was a chiver. So I don't know if anybody is familiar with the Chive, KCCO.
I don't know
anything. So it's a nonprofit group. They call it people charity people with a drinking problem. But essentially what it is it's young people that they would go out and like go to bars and do all this stuff and still buy t-shirts that said like keep calm and chive on.
Oh, okay.
But proceeds would go towards like they would go towards charity. So there's Chive Charity. It's a national organization and like they would do like big, huge
no idea
like
what that was.
Raise money. Yeah. So it's part of an actual group that donates money to people. So it's called like Party with a Purpose, essentially is what it is. So party on like libertarian would totally tie in. It's like we'll party and get drunk and then we raised $10,000 for a special needs playground. Like,
oh my gosh.
That's our whole show. like before
awesome, right?
Before you came on, we were promoting Liberty Memes charities. They're buying wheelchair vans for people. He has a new group he's running where he's just raising money to buy wheelchair vans for paralyzed people.
David, right?
Yeah.
From $5 Meme Club. Yeah, I'm in that group.
Awesome.
So anyways, so they do this for people and they have like fun shirts and then they have like a website where it's like mostly half naked chicks like showing their butt and stuff, but it's like in the end it's all for like charity.
Sure.
But,
I'm intrigued.
So anyway, so that kind of sets it up for kind of what's to happen. So I was doing marketing and advertising and I decided to stop so I could go back to school. And so I went to work in the casino industry again, dealing blackjack, because I used to be a blackjack dealer. And you make pretty good money.
Yeah.
I could work nights. So right after that, 2 days after Christmas in 2016, I got into a car accident and broke my hand.
Oh.
And whenever that happened, I had to get a cast, and you cannot be in a blackjack pit with a cast on because you can kill chips.
Yeah.
You can't deal. Like there's a whole security thing to it. So I lost my job, right?
Wow.
So 2 weeks later, so that was the first sucky thing.
Yeah.
The second sucky thing, so 2 weeks later, I got out of the shower and I felt a lump in my breast. And I was like, I just knew right then that it was
Oh my gosh.
So so I went to my doctor and they were like, you're too young. We'll check it in 6 months. And I'm like, no, you're not.
No, yeah.
Nope.
We're going to check it right now.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, like I put lotion on and stuff every time. Like I could tell that it's not like, I breastfed my kids. Like I know what my breasts feel like.
Yes.
And so I was like, so I very much so was an advocate for myself. And I was like, no, I don't care if it ends up being nothing, then great, but I'm not going to wait around for 6 months.
Yeah.
So we ended up, I went and got a biopsy done and I had invasive lobular carcinoma, stage 1. So it's actually very rare for me to have gotten that cancer at my age. That's usually a breast cancer that like women 75 plus get. Wow. So it was really kind of a weird deal. But at the time I was a chivette, which is what they call the women in the Chive, which is basically the women followers of the Chive. So the Chive actually did this big fundraiser event for me, national event, which was really kind of cool. So if you actually Google my previous married name, like Natalie Cochran, the Chive, like they'll actually pull up my story and there's like pictures of my x-rays and my cancer scans. They had Fuck Cancer t-shirts that they sold for me. It was a pretty cool deal. But anyways, so I, Oklahoma has a program called Oklahoma Cares, where low-income women, whether they have cervical cancer or breast cancer, can have free treatment. Okay, so it was kind of a blessing in disguise that I lost my job, because if I wouldn't have, like, the insurance, like, it would have been, and I was a single mom at the time, like, it would have been horrible.
Oh my gosh,
And so, so that happened. So I was like, yay, I've got insurance. This is great, right? Mm-hmm. So I went back to work, but only like part-time right after I had my bilateral mastectomy. So I had both my breasts removed. And then shortly after that, my first husband, so my twin daughters' father, passed away unexpectedly from medical complications. So he passed away. I was just finishing kind of treatment. It was kind of crazy. And then so they started receiving death benefits from him passing away. Well, when that happened, that goes through the state, and it put my income just barely over. Like, I'm talking like a couple $100 over the limit, where they kicked me off of my insurance, didn't even tell me. I had my my expanders put in and then received like $140,000 medical bill. And that's how I found out that I lost my insurance. And I was like, what? Like, how did this happen? And then I'm like, I was told that this income wasn't going to count against me because it goes towards my daughters.
Right. Yeah.
Bureaucracy.
And they're like, oh no, but for this it does. And since it's within the same system, they found out about it, not that I would have kept it from them or anything, but it just didn't kind of come up.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, so you have a woman that's battling breast cancer whose daughters just lost their dad and you just took their insurance away. Yep. Like, how shitty is that? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like we don't look at the big picture when we're making, when we're making decisions from a legislative standpoint. We just look like this far ahead of us.
Yeah.
We don't look at like the butterfly effect that things happen. And so, it ended up working out. Obviously, I'm healthy, I'm great. Things went down the path that it was meant to. But it's like little things like that I've kind of picked up along the way that I'm like, this is really broken. This is really broken.
Right?
That's not the way to fix it. And so it's given me like a firsthand, like I'm thankful for the breast cancer I had because first of all, it was stage 1. So I didn't even have to lose my hair. Like I was so fortunate in that regard, but it was like just enough to where it was able to open my eyes and give me empathy for the types of scenarios that happen within our state that leaves the middle class behind. Mm-hmm. Like it completely leaves middle class behind. So, expanders. So for Snowden, when you have there's lots of different kinds of ways that you can have a mastectomy done. So in my case, they removed my breasts, and so then I had like no boobs. I was flat chested, and so whenever they knew, because at the time they weren't sure because of the tumor size if I would have to do chemo or radiation or not. So they found out I wouldn't have to do it. So then what they did is they essentially put these balloons under your skin of your chest, and they expand them over time to stretch your skin back out so that you can have implants put in.
Oh.
Okay.
So the more you know.
Yeah, right. The more you know. Oh gosh,
I love that reference. That was great.
And you're so right on. And Dottie says too, leave the middle class behind.
Yeah, we got hurt with that too.
It's like I never wanted to have to reach out for help, and when I did, it was like, well, you have this money in your bank account, and
you have these assets. So.
Yeah, and I was like, well, but I was an independent contractor. Like that was tax money. That was IRS money I was saving from my paycheck that was given to me where taxes weren't taken out, and I had to save that so I could pay the IRS
at the end of the
year.
And they're like, we can't help you until you spend all that money.
We're not allowed to help you. You have to spend that money. And I'm like, but then I'm going to be in debt to the IRS.
Which is fun.
Yeah, I'm like, who do I pick to be in debt to? Like, okay, great. Like, thanks. I need all these medical procedures. I don't have insurance. So thanks.
Or even when, like, I'm the breadwinner in our family. Okay, so when I, during the process of me going through my treatments, because my now husband, we were just dating at the time, so he moved me in with him, yada yada. We made it work. But even then, like, so we're supporting this family of 8 essentially. But I mean, the other parents, like his ex-wife and stuff, like it's 50-50 custody, so it's not like we have the full burden of the children by any means. But we had a situation though where it's like we make just enough money to where like we couldn't get food stamps or anything like that. So when we were struggling, it was the nonprofits that helped us.
Yep.
Like otherwise we would have been screwed if it wasn't for the nonprofits, like the Chive charities that I mentioned earlier, like our local food pantry and our church and everything. Like there's no way that we would have. I mean, we still came out rough. Like I'm still recovering, like credit wise and stuff from having that hit. But we would have been so much worse off if it wasn't for the nonprofits in the private sector.
See, now there's an example of how people will come together to help people. The government is broken. Their systems don't work, like I just, it hurts me. It makes me sad. And it also enrages me. Do you get angry about how the government, and what do you do with that rage? Because I don't ever know what to do with mine. That's why I'm just like, I have to turn off social media. I have not watched the news in years. I
filter it into running for governor and making change. Like, there you go. That's what I do.
There you go.
Like I've gone to so many protests. Our criminal justice system here, like we could have a whole separate show on that. So I'm not even going to go into that. But it's just to say it's really bad. And our women's prison, we are number one per capita for incarcerating women, and our women's prison right now is horrendous. There's a new warden there. We have old ladies that aren't even able to get like their diabetic medication on time and stuff, and they're like having seizures. Like, it's really bad. And so I have a tour next month where I've been emailing them like crazy, and I'm like, I want a tour. I want a tour. I want a tour. I kept emailing up. So finally I'm going to get a tour of the facility so I can see firsthand what's going on over there. But it's I get mad, and then I do my best to do something about it, and I make all the noise I can until something changes.
That's great.
Oh my gosh, we should move to Oklahoma when you win. Except for the whole tornado thing.
It's only at the beginning of May. You're fine.
Okay. Is it all over Oklahoma, or is there a certain spot that's like safe? No, it's everywhere.
Just don't move to Moore. Don't move to Moore, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Moore is like the magnet for the tornadoes.
Oh, is it?
I'll go through Moore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you're into that.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Unless you're into that.
So what is coming up for you then? I mean, what's going? How much time do you have between, now and then, winning? Because girl, you need to win.
So in November,
I want you to win.
November 8th of 2022 is the election.
Okay.
So we have a pretty in-depth calendar lined out.
I bet.
So January is a little bit sleepy by design. I do have that tour of the prison, but outside of that, because February on is crazy season.
Yes.
So February I have my For the Love of Liberty rally. That's also when legislative session comes back up. So I like to, get involved with groups that go and do sit-ins and visit with legislators and stuff like that on different issues. And then March, I have another event. Then we start getting into like parade season. I'm getting a float put together that I can put through all the things.
Oh, yay!
So I'm going to have one really awesome float that I can just take everywhere. And
Very
then
nice.
we get into the state fairs and the different expos and stuff that we're going to be tabling.
Yep.
And so it's and then I have this thing that I'm calling Operation 77, where I'm going to try to visit all 77 counties between then and Election Day. Even if it's like hitting a coffee shop and doing like a coffee with the candidate, farm show in April. Yep. So we've got a full on list of events all the way till November. And yes, T. Marie, we are, whenever I win, we're having a pool party at the Oklahoma shaped pool at the governor's mansion.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's invited.
Oh my gosh, they have an Oklahoma-shaped pool at the mansion?
Can we bring Liberty Late Night down there to interview people?
And it has a twirly slide.
Yeah. Twirly slide.
Oh, what?
You can slide into Oklahoma.
That's
Oklahoma.
He likes to do that.
I can't remember what movie that was. 30 Rotten Scoundrels, I think, maybe.
I don't know how long you can stay. Like, I don't want to keep you because you're exhausted.
And I will have to do. My kids are probably waiting for me to put them to bed. We have a 9 a.m. basketball game.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, it's getting late there.
I'm so grateful for you coming on here and sharing all of your story, everything. Oh my gosh, it was
Thank you.
so great.
I love being on.
Thank you. I want to say a huge shout out to Jacob. Thank you so much for making this happen. Natalie, best of luck to you. We're going to be following you, and I am praying you win. Oh my gosh.
Now, is there anything that people outside of your state can do to help you?
Yeah, what can people do, and where can they find you and follow you?
Donate money. So I have gotten donations from 29 of the 50 states. So donate money, electNatalieBruno.com. I've already raised more money for my campaign than any other previous gubernatorial libertarian campaign in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And we're still a year out, but I need more money. Realistically, if I want to win and be able to be competitive, even though I'm able to do it a lot more cost efficiently because I'm in marketing and advertising, so I don't have markup, I still need money.
Yep.
So that's a great way. If you don't have the money, which is understandable too, the next best thing is volunteering. I would take volunteers from everywhere. There are things that do listening to my podcasts and telling me like, hey, Natalie, you misspoke on that. Or I liked it better when you worded that question this way instead of that way, talking through my speaking points, content writing, press releases. I have a group where I will drop like news stories that are very like opportunistic for libertarians and just have people that their sole job is to like oh, you guys are mad about this. You should vote for Natalie Bruno. And, putting my website and stuff in there.
Yep.
There's tons of jobs that volunteers can do from anywhere. You don't have to physically be here. Text banking, whenever we get closer. Jobs everywhere. I will find, yes, free OK boobies. So another funny, so one of my good friends, Spencer, he actually had a hashtag for me that was called murder tits. It's not as candidate friendly, but that was my hashtag going for a while then, since my boobs tried to kill me.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah. Oh,
yeah. So, but anyways,
they're so powerful.
Money or volunteers, both of those. I will find a job for anybody.
Yeah.
And even if it's $1, if you're like, Natalie, I can only give you a reoccurring $1. I'm like, $1 will buy me like 20 stickers. So
yeah.
Yep. And they add up quick.
And who knows where the sticker will end up and who's going to see it. Yes. It's that butterfly effect of, Yep. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hope you'll come on after you win and just give, like
when you're big and
famous, like your excitement and be like, yeah, I saw that related. No, but I really hope you'll come back and when you win and share the excitement of that moment and what you're going to do going forward. We're really excited for you. We're rooting for you, Natalie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming on. It was so wonderful meeting you.
Yeah, it was nice.
Thank you. Likewise. I appreciate it so much. I love podcasts and I love getting the opportunity to talk to people and, talk about my platform and what we're doing here in Oklahoma. So thank you guys.
That's so great. We had a great time talking with you, getting to know you and hearing your story. So absolutely.
You have a great night.
Yeah. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you guys.
Good night.
Awesome. Yay.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Hi, Trey. Wow. I like her so much. Oh my gosh. When she wins, I'm going to say it. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
That will be so rad. First libertarian governor. We got to go.
Trey, how you doing, baby?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jacob. Helzer. I hope you're still here. Okay, you are still here. Yeah. We're still looking for an editor and someone good with video editing. Dave's like,
I don't know anybody.
Oh my gosh. That was so fun. I love you guys.
You're getting nervous, man.
Back in the day when, I don't know, I feel like Biden gave us good stuff.
Before he was
president. And now
when Biden was running for president, it was all fun and games until he got elected.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll just mail in our votes. That's all. Yes. Okay. I'm just going to mail in my vote.
Calm down, Raja. We're not even in the after party yet.
We're not there yet, Raja. We'll let you know. We're going to be there soon, baby.
I'll post it right in the chat
We're doing a Zoom call after this. It's
our quarterly meeting of LLN fans.
And we'll have our TPS reports. So anyone who wants to join, the Zoom call will be available. So.
Yeah. I got my 1 weekend off a month here.
Yes. Yeah.
We got this dangerous stuff here, but we're going to be good.
I have to go shopping in the morning.
Nicer stuff.
I have to go shopping in the morning. Shelf. So, imagine getting on Zoom with internet strangers. I know, right, Alan?
Dude, I've done that on Friday nights when just random people are here. I'm just like, we don't have anything to do.
Thanks for hanging out, Dottie. We love you so much.
That was bold.
Don't you just love that, Dottie? People talking about your son like that, saying all those nice things about all the things that he's doing. I just, that's awesome. I'm just really excited. You've raised wonderful children, Dottie.
It was on sale, $4 off.
To hear that, you've raised some wonderful children. We've met 2 of them.
I mean, you guys had 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's quarterly. I forgot the cover sheet though.
Shit. Did you get the memo?
I got the memo.
I can
got
have
it from
someone
Ryan.
Send
I also
you.
got it from.
We can have someone send you a memo.
I have.
I'll forward the memos that I got.
That was almost missed. Wait.
Yes, it's after party. Yeah, we're gonna.
If you guys are still here and you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do that.
Good night, David. David Madsen, thanks for being here.
But actually, it doesn't
and
matter
out with
because
us.
all of our streams get shut down anyways after the live, which I actually prefer.
That's hard. I'm going to tell you what.
What's that?
She's fighting sleep harder than a toddler fighting bedtime. Oh, did you understand this? Oh, gosh. Oh, Carl. I can only imagine.
I was at my doctor's office and they had a sign on the door that says we're not accepting fax requests of refills on prescriptions. And I'm like, people are faxing.
Who's faxing?
They're still alive?
Oh my gosh, we do have a fax option on our printer upstairs. There is the fax option,
right,
but I'm like,
give me your fax number, Trey. Actually,
oh
he probably has one.
We do not have. How can we fax the?
I don't know.
We've never faxed.
I'd have to write it down on a piece of paper, put it in the printer.
Yeah, no, we're not faxing. We need more time to prepare.
Team Reed, that's probably true. Okay.
Dan, are we going to meet your kids in June? Are they coming along to the party?
Are we coming along?
We're going. Dave, you pretend like we're not, but we're super going. The kids are talking about it already.
I'm a realist. They've been talking about the last one.
Well, then COVID. And we didn't know anything about COVID. And I was like, I'm scared.
And who knows what the future holds?
Well,
maybe Alan will fire me by then. God, it's due.
What if Alan fires you by then?
Alan's here. Shit.
Then we're going to show up and be like, why'd you fire Dave? He misses making those $0 an hour.
Oh, I got a 10% raise.
Float Fest. Okay. Email to fax. No, your kids aren't going to be there. Our kids are going to be there. I think our kids might be the only kids there. Possibly, probably. You know. Sorry.
You did a jiggle.
I did. I didn't mean to.
You made Ron Paul jiggle.
I want to do it faster like I usually do, but then I'm like,
But there's nothing you want from me, so you don't feel the need.
No, I want to, but we're in front of people, Dave. Once I realized I was doing it, I was like, slow it down, Mary. Just pretend like you're moving your shoulders around. Didn't we just watch Die Hard?
That's exactly what I was going to say when I read that.
I feel like all of it. Didn't we just do everything?
I don't want to watch that movie. I feel like we just watched that. Yeah, that was 360. What?
It's Allen Fest 2022.
Oh.
But Alan says that we're part of it, too.
What's Free Kokesh?
Like,
did he get arrested?
I was like, what? Like,
Slyther, what are you talking about? Explain yourself.
Dave and Mary from Liberty Late Night are going to be there, and I was like, what? Should we do a bit, Alan? Should we do a bit when we get up on stage and just get hammered real fast and just start talking to people? I'm kidding. I'm going to try not to be too drunk in front of you guys. That won't be much fun for you. Oh.
Dude, could you imagine not only having that we could no. If we go to Float Fest, we'd be super close to Ron Paul's house. Maybe Dadman could hook us up with an interview with Ron Paul. Could you imagine having a sit-down interview with Ron Paul? Not just a call-in one like other shows do. I think it's a big deal.
It's a big fucking deal. Are you kidding me? Oh, gosh, Alan. I thought you were going to play some music, too. Or did you bring your guitar?
Talking about abortion.
You're going to hurt Dave.
No, I took 4 ibuprofen before we started the show. I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Sunday night, Mike Harwood. Sunday night, yeah. On Float.
Which is where we're going in a few minutes here.
Yeah, if you guys want to head on over to Float.
If you're not on Float, make a Float account, FLOTE.app.
You have time right now. Yeah. Also, Zoom link is going to be posted in Facebook.
Right in the Float chat.
Right in Float, but also in the Facebook chat too, right? Are we going to do it in the Facebook chat or only Float chat? I don't know. Or should we do the,
I guess no, because the
Facebook
the Facebook chat's going to be closed down before I even set up the Zoom link.
All right. Mm-hmm. Don't vomit in his pool, Ryan.
Need my bedtime stories. Where's
Don't vomit in his pool. You got to go streaking around the pool while we're having our live.
We got you, T. Marie. We got Goodnight Moon. Oh, it's green.
Well,
so you can't see it.
We know. We've read this before. Oh, Bakery's over there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Off to bed. All right, Mike.
Good night, Mike. Thanks for hanging out.
Yes, thank you guys for hanging out.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. Facebook really throttled us tonight.
For us, okay? Because we love kittens and cats.
Facebook really throttled us tonight.
Facebook was like, you know what you did last week. We know what you did last week.
You played that South Park clip.
You played South Park.
You can go yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guys, come back Tuesday because you know what? I'm really not sure what we're doing for next week. This time next week is going to be Christmas Eve.
Let's talk about that. So the next 2 Fridays we're probably not streaming. It's Christmas Eve and it's New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, the kids love to play board games and hang out and have a party, and it's just us. Like they really want it
Seth
to be
is
just
there.
us.
Northwest is already on there.
You know, we will do some kind of live thing. Who knows?
Maybe,
it'll
but
be
I think
spontaneous.
Tuesday we might make it all public and
Tuesday
do like a regular.
might be just a total like public stream. But yeah, this time next week, I'm gonna be trying not to be drunk and wrapping a bunch of presents. I'm
like,
just
Alan,
saying.
Alan,
like,
you're dying. You can take a week off.
Mm-hmm.
No. Actually, it was like, no.
Because usually on Christmas Eve, I'm just like, all right, Dave, where's the brandy? And let's get these presents wrapped. And then it takes like 3 fucking hours.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, we only have a few presents to wrap. And then I bring out all this stuff, you know? So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mary, lies.
What?
I don't know.
Why lies, Ryan? Why lies?
Yeah, I think back 20 seconds. What did you say?
Oh, I'm going to try not to be drunk this time.
Oh, okay.
Next week. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. Live board game. Yeah, we could do that. We'll probably go live on New Year's Eve from our phone.
Yeah, and we'll just
You know
say
what I mean?
like Happy New Year's to everybody.
Yeah,
and you guys
but I
can
mean,
ring
even
in the
like-
New Year's 30 seconds late with us.
Randomly, like, you're going to Erie for New Year's Eve. Why?
It's the place to be.
Yeah, that one time somebody shot a gun in the air and
Yeah.
then the bullet came down and like killed a girl.
Grazed some little girl. I don't think it'll kill her.
I don't know. I feel like she died, but anyway. I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at all the. I'm just laughing at life right now. But
Maybe
yeah,
you
we
should
should
be
do
working
like
with
live
Alan.
board game coverage because, you know, like David, we're playing poker. We're doing all the games. You know, Davey, he likes to wear a full mask and sunglasses and a hat, and so I can't tell. But he laughs.
Oh,
so.
that's his poker face.
Play Monopoly on Zoom.
You guys want to see some domestic violence?
I would really love to play games with you guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wrapping fundraiser. Have a neighbor bring a oh my gosh. And make them wrap their own gifts. All right, I'm going to pee.
I'm going to take some muscle relaxers and drink some more whiskey. And we'll see you guys on Zoom.
Yeah,
or
Zoom.
Not Zoom, but
Zoom
Float. Yeah, go to Float.
Everybody go over to Float right now. Because we're going to have a Zoom call, and then I'm going to pay attention
And
to what
they
the
were
people
on
are saying.
they're on InfoWars today.
Who? They.
Aaron and King.
Shut the fuck up.
Because Google is dropping Float from their platform because Float refuses to censor their platform. So you won't be able to get Float on Google Play anymore.
Go Float.
But which makes me worried, like if they
Float.
actually get like some press from this, they might like come see what we're doing, and I don't want anybody to see what we're doing over there.
Oh, us, me and you.
Yeah, it's like a open channel to our OnlyFans.
Like, oh, wait a second. Like, my family's going to start seeing this stuff? Nah. It's all right. This thing's open. Go ahead and pee. Dude, I can't pee in that sink, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, because I got the Float app from Google Play, and then I deleted it, and I just used the browser because it actually works better.
Are they going to delete it from people's phones?
No, he's saying, what are they going to do? Delete it from their phones?
Okay. No, I'm like, are they gonna? Because they could. Like, I woke up the other day and my phone was like, hey, you're gonna have this new COVID app thing from your Pennsylvania government, and then I scroll down and it's like, unless you don't want to have it, like down at the bottom, and I was like, I don't want to fucking have that shit. What are you talking about?
They didn't get interviewed by Alex Jones. They got interviewed by some other guy on his network or whatever. All right, we got to get off we have to get off these platforms for tonight. We'll be back Tuesday. Yeah, I think we're gonna be live everywhere Tuesday. I don't know what we're gonna do. Should we? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know.
All right.
Yes.
Scenes. We're gonna outro. Say goodnight, Mary.
Good night, Mary.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid.
If you're on Float right now, stay
must
there
go all
because I'm
out.
not gonna kill that channel. Everybody else,
Just this once.
thanks for hanging out.
Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be? Set the fuck down, T-Series, I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number 1, but you India, you lose, so best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done, cause we only just begun. I review you, 0 vibe gone. So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch And why you wanna kiss him? I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls of worlds to hold your defecation. Multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Support!
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all done. It's potty training time, will be so much fun. I help you with your training pants, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.